Live albums became a fairly popular staple in the late 60s and early 70s. If you were a rock band, you had to release a live album, or even a double live albums, of recordings of your concerts. Many of these are largely forgotten today, getting almost no streams or sales in the modern age. But there are still a few that are widely praised, and one of those is the Allman Brothers Band live at Fillmore East. I gave a full listen to this album yesterday, and today I want to talk about my thoughts. Let's get into it. This is my first time listening to an Allman Brothers record in full, and I enjoyed it. While blues isn't my favorite genre, I could tell that these guys were still pretty skilled musicians. Everything sounds smooth and clean. This album also gets extra points automatically for the inclusion of an organ, one of my favorite instruments. This album also has many good bluesy solos to it. The jam sections, while not my thing entirely, were also a cool thing to hear. The fact that a band can have so much chemistry and that they can improvise together and still sound good is really cool to me. I will say, though, this album doesn't feel as much like a live album as I thought it would, with it sounding so smooth and clean and fading out after every song. But the former isn't a bad thing at all, and the latter is a very, very minor nitpick, so yeah. One thing I really wasn't a fan of, though, is it felt like during some of the jam bits, there was a lot of dead air, when it was only a guitar playing very slow. Since I don't listen to jams very often, I don't know how normal this is. However, the great playing of all the instruments more than makes up for it in the other sections. So, what are my final thoughts for this album's first impressions? I enjoyed it. It isn't my favorite live album, but I still think it is really solid. And I would put it above a good chunk of live albums that I have heard. It's very solid, and I can understand why it is so well loved and gave the band fame. Anyway, that'll be it for today's video. If you enjoyed, like the video and share your thoughts down below. Be sure to also subscribe if you want to see more of my content. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.